What the fuck is going on in the world? Well, apparently the Avengers 4 trailer might be dropping tomorrow. In other news, they're building a skyscraper in London that looks like a dick. And more on today's Johnny Massacre show. It could be happening. Movies are just so meh in general nowadays that even when a meh movie is about to drop, I still get kind of excited because it's the best of what we've got. I'm not a huge Avengers fan. The last one was alright, the ending was kind of dark. But anyways, according to movieweb.com, the Avengers 4 trailer might be coming tomorrow. Have a look at this. They say, brace yourselves. We may very well be seeing the first trailer for Avengers 4 tomorrow. Fans have been dying to see what's next for the remaining heroes following the conclusion of Infinity War, which saw Thanos successfully balance the universe, or to put it another way, kill half of literally everything in the universe. Marvel has kept a tight lid on things for the follow-up, but with the release date creeping ever closer, they've got to start letting the cat out of the bag, and several pieces of evidence point to that happening very, very soon. We've heard various rumours about the trailer's alleged arrival date in recent weeks, but there's no reason to believe tomorrow could really be the day. Oh, but there's reason to believe tomorrow could really be the day. The first bit of evidence, and probably the most compelling, is that Collider is hosting a screening of Infinity War in Los Angeles tomorrow, followed by a Q&A with directors Joe Russo and Anthony Russo, who are also behind the camera for Avengers 4. Many are speculating that the trailer will debut during the screening and, with any luck, will be released online at the same time or shortly thereafter. At the very least, this seems like the perfect time to announce the movie's official title. Okay, so it's just a little heads up, people. I saw that online. There's quite a few news outlets reporting this. I'm sure that a lot of people watching love the Avengers. Don't be triggered because I don't love the movie, but I don't hate it either. I don't hate it. It's alright. It's alright. So keep your eyes peeled. Tomorrow on Thursday, that might be dropping. In other news, they're building a skyscraper that looks like a penis in London, the city where I was born. It also looks a little bit like a tentacle from that dodgy Japanese anime. I kid you not. Have a look at this. That is seriously something they're planning to build in London. Okay, it does look pretty science fiction, and anything science fiction is good in my book, but it does look a bit like a dick, or like an alien dick, a swollen dick that's been trodden on during a particularly dirty porn movie. I know you like that, watching people's genitalia be stamped all over, in which case you should go to London City, because you can go inside the very building that looks like the object of your desire. There's going to be some shit on the outside if you look carefully on the right. Apparently these things are moving. See the circle here, and so there's going to be some amazing view. I don't know about you, but I'll be damned if I'm going in one of those things hanging precariously off the side of a 300-foot building. Seriously, can you imagine how terrifying that would be? Would you go in that shit? Would you go in one of those observatories that are moving around? Well, at least we don't have earthquakes in London. In Tokyo, where I live, we have earthquakes. And so every time you go in a huge skyscraper, you have to wonder, is the big earthquake coming? But really, though, at the end of the day, it looks like the London skyline is turning into a scene from Blade Runner. And that's cool in my book. I'm a progressive at heart. I like to see change. Fuck all that old shit. Build loads of new shit. As long as it looks cool. That looks pretty cool, I guess. A bit of news here from CNN.com. Sorry to bring you news from CNN, but they say ambitious plans for a new skyscraper known as the Tulip have received a lukewarm reception from Londoners, and now a local airport has spoken out about an important technical issue. Earlier in November, British architects Foster and Partners revealed plans to build a 305-metre tower primarily as a tourist attraction, with viewing platforms, restaurants, and an educational centre for kids. However, the proposal also includes a number of glass gondolas running around the outside of the building, causing concern at London City Airport, which lies just 6 miles from the proposed site. In a letter to the City of London planning authorities, which are responsible for approving or rejecting the project, the technical operations coordinator for the airport asked for checks to make sure the gondolas won't interfere with air traffic control systems. Construction shall not commence until an assessment has been carried out on the impact of this development on the radar coverage, requests the letter. During this assessment, it should be noted that the gondolas present will be moving and therefore may have a slightly different effect than a static element of the building. So apparently these little gondolas here that look like those shitty glass balls out of the horrendous Jurassic World movies are going to be fucking spinning around and possibly making planes crash. It's all kicking off in London. But seriously, I cannot believe that they've even got planning permission to put a building that looks like that in London. That's just crazy. What do you think? Do you actually like the way this building looks? In other news, Nintendo Switch sales are the best ever, or Nintendo have their best ever figures for selling consoles for fall with the Nintendo Switch. So the Nintendo Switch has outsold even the Wii over the Thanksgiving period, which is pretty big news. Well done, Nintendo. They continue to innovate where other companies are too scared to, and they should be praised for their innovation. Pat on the back. I don't have a Switch myself, but do I need to jump on the bandwagon? According to VGCharts.com, Switch sales surpassed 8.2 million units in the US, best-selling Nintendo console ever for Thanksgiving weekend. That's a lot of fucking sales. More than $250 million worth of Nintendo products were sold over the long weekend. This includes sales for the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo 3DS, NES Classic, SNES Classic software and accessories. Total hardware sales increased 45% year over year. So yeah, Nintendo Switch hardware sales grew 115% compared to the same period in 2017. Lifetime sales of Nintendo Switch, which is only entering its second holiday season, have reached more than 8.2 million units. Sales of first-party games, including digital downloads, topped 1 million units from November the 22nd to the 26th, beating 2017's totals by 78%. There is no glass ceiling for the video game industry. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. As long as we've got good games, I'm not complaining. But I got to be honest, when I saw the Switch for the first time, I thought it was going to fail. I thought, what the fuck is this thing? What is it? Is it handheld? Is it a console? Is it, I don't know, like fucking bits coming off it and shit. But actually, you know, it's pretty simple. You can use it at home, you can take it around with you, and you can play with your mates pretty easily. It's a great concept. Well done, Nintendo. Okay, there's not much news really going on. There's loads of shit on CNN talking about this Migrant Caravan and stuff. I just want to give a quick word on this. So the picture they use is of some mum with their kids. They're making it look like this Migrant Caravan is all like really nice people. But if you watch the videos of this shit, there's a lot of men, a lot of burly looking men trying to storm America. And I don't get it. I don't get it. What do liberals want? They just want to let all refugees, all migrants in. Just fucking come on in. Look, if you're the kind of person that says we should just let random illegal people just waltz into our country, you should be willing to take them into your home. And if you're not, then you can't complain about them not coming over the border. Why don't you take them into your house? In Japan, I've been here for like 10 fucking years, and I still might not be able to live here permanently. To live in this country, you have to be educated pretty much. If you're not, you don't have much of a chance if you don't have a university degree. You need to stay here for a long fucking time. You need to prove your contribution to society to even have them think about letting you stay here permanently. But then in America, you just want to let some fucking randoms just like roll up to your front door and just bash it down and walk in. I don't fucking get it. And what the fuck is this mother doing, bringing her kids to such a place and trying to rush the border with her kids, putting them into danger? That's fucking nonsense. What is the mother doing? It's so irresponsible. I do feel sorry for people if they're living in a country and it's not good over there. But this is hardly like World War II or anything, where it's like Jews avoiding persecution or something. It's not on that kind of level. I'm sorry, but if these people live in somewhere that's not so great, you can't just let them into your fucking country. Otherwise, what's the point of having any border controls at all? It's to stop illegal people coming into the country and fucking it up. And a lot of these people are going to get benefits from the people who live there. Paying taxes are going to go into these people's pockets. Is that where you really want your tax money to go? I don't know. I just wanted to highlight how biased CNN is running these articles like it's all these innocent women and children. I see a very irresponsible mother fucking dragging her children through tear gas. So that's fucking going on. In other news, a grizzly bear has killed a fucking mother and daughter at a remote cabin in Canada. I'm a bit of a scaredy cat. In England, we don't have snakes. We don't have wild animals which will fucking tear you to shreds or poison you or anything. So when I go to other countries, I'm always a little bit aware of the weird wildlife they might have. I'll be damned if you'll get me out into the wilderness of Canada. Any country that has fucking grizzly bears, fuck that. If you read up grizzly bear attack stories online, it's fascinating and terrifying. Imagine being in some remote cabin and some grizzly bear, which is literally a monster. Monsters do exist, and they're called grizzly bears, coming over to you and like clawing your fucking face off and like smashing your brain. Fuck all that. So this is really horrible news. Valerie Theoret and her 10-month-old daughter, rest in peace. That goddamn grizzly. Someone's got to go blow that grizzly away. Finally today, they're building a new Shinkansen in Tokyo. So the Shinkansen is their bullet train, which is quite an iconic symbol of Japan. Apparently they're building their fastest one ever, and they're building it in this huge shaft. It looks fucking crazy. Look at this. Next stop, build a super deep maglev tunnel out of Tokyo. So they've dug this huge fucking tunnel, you can see, just to kind of start this project. Massive tunnel. And this is in Shinagawa, which is really close to where I am actually. Kind of this this part of Tokyo where there's lots of freight and stuff coming and going. And 83 meters deep this shaft is, a vertical shaft, which has been created to start work on a tunnel for a train line from Tokyo to Nagoya, and running through it the fastest Shinkansen in the world. So check that out on Google if you're a bit of a train spotter, if you're into your trains and shit. They're building like the fastest train ever in Japan, which should be on a rail near me soon. Now let's talk about my life. Look at the fucking state of me. When I did too much exercise on Sunday, I didn't realize that by Thursday morning 1 AM I'd still be fucked up. My sleep patterns is shot. I haven't done exercise for 3 days. My body couldn't take it, and I've just been eating like a grizzly. And I don't know, mate. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. My baby's gonna have to go to America, Chino, California, to be repaired, which fucking sucks. But in other news, I'm doing a lot of business shit at the moment, trying to generate some money for my recording studio, so that's going on. Today I went to the zoo. I have to do things like that. All I do is make music and shit. I used to go out, you know, go to parties, like bang loads of birds, mate, get into fights, take some drugs, do all that kind of shit. I don't do that anymore. I just want to make music. I want to be a fucking legend. There's no time to piss around. So when I do a free time, I do calm shit like go to the zoo, which kind of just gets me in the right mental state to bring World War III to the audio spectrum in my studio upon my return. But I do like the fucking zoo. I tell you what, mate, giraffes look so fucking weird. They don't look real. They're one of those animals, when you see them, they look like something out of a fucking movie. Seriously, mate, giraffes are something fucking else. Look, have a look at this motherfucker. Look at that shit. Face, mate. That doesn't look fucking real. Oh shit. Look at that fucking thing. Look at it. It looks like it's possessed. Isn't that amazing though? Crazy. Fucking crazy, looking right at me. So I went to the fucking zoo. I really enjoyed it. I've got to be honest. Bats are some of the craziest motherfuckers out there. Look at this fucking dude. They can't walk, man. These don't look real either. Are these things real? It's like mice with fucking wings and leathery kind of webbed wings. What the fuck is going on with these little cunts? Just amazing little animals. Look at them. You can see why they're the muse for horror writers. These things... Dracula's best friend. Fucking loved that. Crocodiles, mate. Well wanted to see a crocodile, and I got to see one. Yeah. So I went to the zoo. Zoo was good. Zoo was fun. and there was like a Christmas market as well, and it was all German and shit. And since I'm half German, felt right at home. Had a few bratwurst I did, you know, the famous German sausages. That was pretty fucking good. So yeah, I am completely delirious now, as you can tell, and it's time to put a stop to this Johnny Massacre show. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.